Hello everyone and welcome to the 2018 PDGA Amateur World Championships driven by Innova. Terry Miller, the disc golf guy, and we have the final 9 holes for the Advanced Women's Division. It's been a very competitive week here. We see Alexis and Valerie Mandujano, the two sisters battling it out who have 5 world titles between them already, but Deann Donaldson says she wants a piece of the action, and Christine Jennings from Ohio says, I'm still here, I'm ready to go. We've got 9 holes left to play, and this is for the title of world champion. As I said, Deann and Alexis right now tied at 1 under par going into the finals, and Valerie just sitting 1 stroke behind, and she's ready to go. This is Deann on the tee. She had a smoking hot semifinal round earlier in the morning. That was Saturday morning over at Reedy Creek. She opened with 5 straight birdies and ultimately finished 7 under on the round. And Alexis off to a rough start. Her very first throw in the finals is out of bounds. Meanwhile, her older sister, 19-year-old Valerie, maybe overcompensates. Turns that one over, finds the rough on the right side. That's not out of bounds, but it is not pretty.
All right, good luck, ladies. A reminder to all of our spectators.
Christine Jennings, 4th to tee, puts it right up the middle, splits the difference. And Alexis is going to play with a confident forehand, overstable approach. She's going to be taking the penalty. Right now she's looking at a 4 at best. And that's Valerie throwing from the right side rough. Deann has a wide open approach, but it holds on just a little too long. Looks like she might be suffering from a little bit of nerves here. And Valerie can look at a par. Oh, and just short off the front of the cage. A really good run. She's trying to tie things up, it looks like. Oh. Deann does not draw any medal. You saw the wind pick up. And now she's got the comebacker, and you've got to be thinking, not only is the wind trying to work her, but the trees and maybe just a little internal nerves. Fiance AJ Carey on the bag. He's your amateur world champion from 2017 over in the Quad Cities. Christine Jennings takes the par, and it looks like it'll be the lone par on our opening hole. With the penalty, Alexis will tap in for bogey. Valerie takes the straight up bogey, and Deann with the double bogey. So immediately, right off the bat, we have some shifting. And just like that, we have an outright leader. Alexis at even par is your leader. Valerie and Deann tied for second at +1. Taking the honors. Great shot by Christine. She's right up the middle, just like her first drive. And in similar fashion to her first drive, we see Alexis let that one go early. It hyzers out left. There's no OB over there. Valerie's flips up nicely, but then gets a huge skip at the end. And just over 300 feet here on hole number 2, and Deann a little bit short and left. Alexis has a long jumper, but she's going to have to settle for what looks like a par. Again, Deann's putter was hot during the semifinals. She started out with 5 consecutive birdies in the morning, ultimately finishing that 7 under, making a huge jump into the lead, or a share of it coming into the finals, as Christine's is off the mark. And Valerie all over the basket. First putt was low, second putt was a bit high. We'll see if she can get dialed in. Christine appears to be dialed. She's back-to-back pars. Alexis with some easy cleanup. Deann does the same, and I expect that from Valerie as well. So no moving or shaking here. Hole 2, everyone takes the par. So no movement. We're going to move on to hole number 3. Hole number 3 considered a par 4. And that's really just a perfect shot by Christine. That's exactly what you want to do. And Alexis follows suit. If that can stay clean. I like the line otherwise. Just a bit wide, though. And you don't want it to finish too hard. We'll see if that's going to flirt with the left side tree line. And Valerie's got some work to do, but finding a way to throw the forehand right up there. Alexis opting for the same. And that one doesn't work out, I think, as intended. That's on the right side. There's not any OB over there. The red ropes that you see will be all just for galleries or spectators. We'll find some OB possibly later where the roads can come into play again. And then there's some marked off OB on a few of the remaining holes. And what a great standstill shot there. Just a bit deep. And relies on the forehand. AJ likes it. And if you think you see a little Paul Macbeth or Bradley Williams in either of the Mandujano's throws, I think that's an accurate assessment. Both of them have talked disc golf with both Bradley and Macbeth. Seem to get tips and pointers from them. A little bit of coaching from fellow teammates. And Christine's dialed. That's 3 consecutive pars. Deann without any medal. Thanks to some magic of the camera by myself, we ended up catching that one by Valerie, correction. And we're certainly keeping it interesting. Deann takes the bogey, and just like that, Alexis has a 2-stroke advantage, with her sister along with Deann sitting 2 strokes behind in a tie for second, but Christine's trying to steal the show here. That one's a little bit tight. I'm about halfway down the fairway as I'm catching this shot, and as you can see, off to the left is where the road is. Valerie goes with the high turnover. That might have had just a little bit too much turn. It ultimately comes out of it, and I'll give her a long look there. And Deann also keeps it tight, but not enough stability for it to come back out. Again, no out of bounds there. Oh, that looked a little bit like a grip lock of sorts on Christine's forehand. I believe there's Jeff Panis along with Innova's own Jonathan Poole. See the two of them taking in the action out here supporting their Innova teammates and team members this week. And that's out of bounds for Jennings. It is worth noting that due to the probably the great personalities and the great play by these women, the gallery out here is actually significantly larger than what I think we see on the advanced men's side. As Jennings is trying to save her bogey 4. She's off the front of the rim. This is Valerie for long range. Birdie! Count it! calm and collected as she's watching her sister take the par. That means she's going to pull within a single stroke of Alexis. A little sibling love there. Giving this fist pump to her sister. Like I said, pulling within a stroke of her. And Christine, who was dialed for the first 3 holes, gave a couple up there. She's going to take the double bogey. We're going to move across the street. And her brother, who caddied for her throughout the weekend, or should I say the entire week, likes it as well. Lots of scoring there. The birdie by Valerie, the 2 pars, and the double bogey. Of course, thank you to Legacy, Steve, and Bamba Rico, who were there throughout the entire week, supporting the event, supporting the players, letting people throw their discs, and representing at the Fly Mart and beyond, as Valerie finds herself inbounds. Alexis pushing to that left side. And there is an OB line, so to speak, all along the right side of the fairway. So the players are looking for good placement here, because if you go too far left, of course, you're going to find the trees and be challenged there. But you cannot just hang it out anywhere you want to the right. And those are all inbounds and good-looking shots. Deann's second shot has the right line. Looks like just not enough power. You also hear the wind picking up a little bit. And it's going to help out these players on these particular approaches, as it looks like it's blowing a little bit from right to left. I like that shot. And the green flag for Valerie as well. Deann's just looking to get up and down. We'll see if anyone can maybe make a long bid. Jennings is short and right. From the same distance as the previous putt she made. That's also going to be on the right. Just about halfway through our final 9, and Alexis can't quite put it in. But Christine's putter's been consistent throughout this round. She'll take the par. Oh no. Not what you'd expect out of Valerie. And after gaining the stroke on the previous hole, it looks like she's giving it back right here. And that's going to go back to being a 2-stroke advantage here for Alexis. Deann's going to make sure she's dialed and focused. And walks away ultimately with the par as well. So things are looking crazy. Alexis, the 2-stroke lead. Deann and Valerie sitting 2 back of her in a tie for second. This hole plays almost as a reverse question mark. So it essentially goes up and then to the right. That's all inbounds. Not quite directly at a right angle or an upside down backwards L. But something of that nature. It looks like we get a little green and red flag. And the players really have to commit if they want to possibly go all the way for the green, which would require going over the OB almost the entire way, or if they want to lay it up to the left-hand side. And that looked like it was something in between the two. I'm not sure if she was trying to go for it or if she was trying to lay up to that left side. But either way, Valerie makes a mistake by going out of bounds. And Deann's going to be inside just about 40 feet. And that's a really good-looking approach shot there by Valerie. Christine's just short. Alexis knows that right now it looks like smart and conservative might just do the job here. Deann's got a long look here. Oh, he just gets it over the edge. The loud gallery loving the action. Couple of PDGA superstars over there. Vic Allen, your PDGA memberships manager, along with Marty Gregoire. He's doing a little live at the time. And Austin Turner. And it looks like we're through 6 holes. Just 3 to play. Wow. Alexis has the lead. Let's see what she can do with it. Alexis has 2 Junior World Championship titles to her name already. Christine's short and left. I'm off to the right side of this, so the players can't quite see the pin from when they're on the actual tee. As I was saying, Alexis has 2 world titles to her name. Valerie already has 3 world titles to their name, and they've only been playing about 6 years. Oh, Christine from way downtown, hunting down the birdie. Let's see if she can follow suit. Right on line, but short. Wow, what a great run. That could have possibly been the nail in the coffin. But Deann says, I'm still here. And another great long putt by Deann. And we see the 2 Mandujano sisters tap in. They're taking the pars. We've got just 2 left to play. Who wants it? There's some work to do. And this one plays a little bit longer than it says, as it's slightly uphill. There's OB to the right and to the left, so there is a premium on throwing it straight. And Deann's put it right up the middle. And that's also a really good looking shot. That's all you really need to do here if you're in her position. And Valerie, again, almost identical shot. So it seems like they're matching each other quite a bit. And similar to hole 1, we see her just hold on to that medium length approach shot. I'm not sure if that's just a distance she's not necessarily comfortable with, but that may come back to bite her. Valerie's approach is right there, as is her sister. We'll see if Deann's got a little left, and that is not grabbing any change. She ultimately makes the comebacker. She's going to walk away with the double bogey. And one has to think that maybe all that can be said here. But The last hole does have some OB, and there are certainly plenty of pressures left on all of these women. Alexis taps in with the par. We're moving on to the final hole at the 2018 PDGA Amateur World Championships, driven by Innova. And as we're doing that, I want to thank Legacy Disc for their support. Everybody with the obligatory high fives. Legacy had reached out, said they wanted to support me as they have for so many different videos. As we're watching Christine throw it right up there. And Stephen Bomberico said, we certainly want to be part of it. And they ultimately came through here on the semifinals and the final round coverage of both the men and the women. I appreciate it, guys. Go out and pick up something from the Legacy Disc Pro Shop. Here's a forehand by Valerie, and I'm going to also throw it out there and say this was really difficult to try and cover. I wanted to get both the basket and the flight, and no matter where I stood, I was going to miss out on something as Deann puts herself up on the dance floor. And Alexis is going to tap right next to the basket. Her sister does the same. And what a great drive here by Deann. Let's see if she can close things out on the final hole of Worlds. And she does. A little bit on the high side, but it doesn't matter. And congratulations. What a solid performance out here this week in front of a hometown crowd. Christine Jennings making everyone proud from the Ohio area. Innova and Hazy Shade, a few of her sponsors. And Valerie letting that one rattle her just a little bit as she's trying to close things out. And there it is. Her sister is your world champion. Congratulations to Alexis. We've got a few words from Joe Chargaloff, our PDGA director, and then I catch up with her immediately following her announcement.
The world. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present your 2018 PDGA Amateur Disc Golf World Champion, Advanced Women's Division, Alexis Mandujano.
Alexis giving her proud daddy a hug. Congratulations to the entire family. A hard-fought battle. They're amazing competitors, great sportsmen. Just, it was truly an honor and a pleasure to have any part of helping bring you the coverage this year. Thank you. Let's catch up with our winner. I'm the Disc Golf Guy, and this is my video blog. I've caught up with our Advanced Women's World Champion, Alexis Mandujano. Crazy week. How does it feel?
Feels good to be over. Feels good, obviously, to win. But it was a lot of ups and downs this week. It was just keep pushing, hole for hole, just take a moment at a time, and just keep going.
Well, that brings, what, 6 world titles to your household?
Yes.
We need extra hands now. You and your sister, what was it like going back and forth with her as the scores were exchanging every single day?
For sure. It was really special because it was our first time bursting in Worlds. So it was really cool going through the same. It took me like 3 rounds, finally getting lead cards to going back and forth, up and down. It was really cool. Really cool experience, for sure.
What were some of the words that you guys exchanged, whether it was about strategy or maybe nothing to do with golf? What were some of the things you guys talked about in the final 9?
Honestly, it was just keeping faith in God. If it's meant for me to win, it's meant for me. If it's meant for her, we just keep in faith, have hope, confidence, and just keep going.
What does it mean for you to take down the Advanced Women's World title?
It feels really good. We always talked about it for this. It's going to be 6 years we've been playing. We always talked about it. We'll be playing together, versing, and one of us would win it. So it's really cool.
Well, it was a very special week. You have a lot of support, not just here, but of course all over the world. Tell us a little bit about who was here with you this week and what it meant.
My mom was caddy, always on the bag. My brother, great support. My dad, as always, and of course my sister. And family back home, of course. Thanks for everything.
All right. Anything you'd like to say to the world?
Yes, thanks to my sponsor, Innova, Joe, Jonathan, Jeff, everyone back home for the support, and everyone else.
All right, well, it was a great battle. Alexis comes out on top. That is not the end of the rivalry between the two of them. I think we see more world championship titles coming between them. We'll catch you guys next time.